We have the responsibility to own our center. When we are not inhabiting ourselves, that means that something or someone else is. When we talk about the interconnected web, one image is nodes connected by lines in a net. We must be in our own node. When we're not, nobody's home. We are the only ones who can be home in our place. No one can actually replace that. Which means in that case that a spot is missing in the web because we're not inhabiting our place. Meanwhile, that which doesn't serve or that which is less congruent is inhabiting that place. Power is not what we actually think it is. That's the first issue. We see power in a dominant-based society, power that is used as aggression and control. This is actually not power. This is beings who are already being manipulated that are then being used to continue to manipulate. Power is non-manipulation. Power is choice. Power always comes from the we. That which is correct is always good for all. When we are each in our place and taking our divine movements, there is a coherence, a symphony, a synchrony, where every true movement is always in coherence with the whole. There is no such thing as something that is truly good for someone being bad for someone else. That which is truly good for all. Even if it feels bad in the moment or an aspect of self may not want it. That which is truly healing for one is truly healing for all. We will continue to be manipulated when truth is looked for through the mind or the intellect, rather than listened to from within the heart. When this occurs, we've given away our authority. And we can be easily manipulated. This is because the mind can construct anything. There are no limits to what we are able to create. But what we can construct can be either coherent or incoherent. When we enter into coherence across aspects of self, this is, for example, heart and mind, or individual with other individual, or group with group, dimension with dimension. We are weaving. We are entering into partnership. And we are thus building coherence. This is the concept of linkage between left and right hemispheres of the brain. One aspect cannot healthily exist separately from other aspects. In this way, intellect is not bad. When it is disconnected from heart, it is unable to function properly in its true way. This is the case for any aspect that becomes separated from the whole. Perceives itself as separated and intends to operate from within itself. It is in our togetherness that we have our true power. When we are in our true place, which is our true togetherness, brute force cannot stop us. We are always being protected and guided. Oftentimes, we need to turn towards the discomfort that we run from in order to go through it, in order to enter back into ourselves. There's an avoidance, a repulsion due to discomfort of going through the veils that are created as incoherence. But it is necessary to come back to ourselves. True power will be found when it is not wanted through greed or avarice, through a desire for something that will make us feel bigger, more important, more safe, more connected. Oftentimes, we know the feeling that we are lacking, the feeling of belonging, the feeling of safety, the feeling of truth that is awaiting us within. But we simply look for it in the wrong place, seeking it on the outside. Those are only derivatives, compensations, and unreal formations that will not enter into coherence with the whole, and that will lead us to continue seeking. Do not underestimate the power of prayer. Prayer returns the self to the self, reconnecting self with God within. The intimate connection within oneself that no one can take away. When in doubt, when in need, you can crouch into the heart like a small. Enter yourself completely, like a fetus in the center of the chest. You will always be safe there.